back to my latest video. By popular demand, I'm going to be posting this troop training thing. So you can see my current troop training speed here. It's at 270 or 372%. So I started off with 950,000. When I was zeroed, I still had about 600,000 troops. So between then and the time I actually started building my troops again, I built another 250,000. I think it was about a month later. So I'm currently have 950,000. I'm looking to build around 14 million troops this time. So sit back and relax and watch the show, and this will kind of show you what was going on. So basically, I have 4 barracks right now. The rest will be manors. They're all level 24. If I was doing a longer period of time, I could have got them to 25, but the time to actually boost them up to level 25, so the speed ups needed to do that, plus the gems. It wasn't really worth it. My guild is actually the Overlord right now, so they did give me the title for troop training speed. So what I'm going to do is do a 10% training boost. I don't have 20% because you got to buy packs to get those. I got the 10% through Guild Fest, so if you're free to play, this is kind of what you could do is... hopefully your guild's the Overlord, or if you know the Overlords, it does help too. So I'm going to be starting with this hell event. So basically this time I was going to do it as fast as possible because I wanted to maximize the troop training speeds and all that, because since I have so many troops, it's more efficient. Usually if I was doing smaller batches, I'd be doing single hell events. This time I actually want to see if I could get top 3 in the hell events, but you'll probably see later that it was not doable. I have no idea how many points I would actually need to get first in these ones, but it was crazy high. Like I was doing like 5 million points for a hell event that only required 200,000, and I was getting like 5th. I was like, oh my god. So anyways, so yeah, you can see here, I'm going to start with gemming these ones. So this is the fastest way. You can see I just basically spam clicking the finish now button. It's almost like I made it so it's like about 15 hours, and the reason for that is the basically gem equivalent efficiency goes up as the time goes up. So let's say if you have it at 8 hours, 15 hours is actually 20% more efficient than 8. So you kind of look at that to see what would be better to have barracks or would it be better to have manors at that point. And you kind of look at the efficiency. It's a little more efficient to have 24 hour or at 24 hours than 15 hours. But it's not 20%. It's, I forget what the actual percentage is, but yeah, so I could have got a little more efficient if I built that barracks up, but I was kind of in a rush because KVK was coming up and I wanted to do KVK, and I wanted to get this done before then because it was a 4-way KVK and all that stuff that was going on. So as you can see, that first one only got me rank 5. So yeah, that's kind of how difficult this kingdom was to do it. Unfortunately, I was in a big kingdom at the time, so getting top 1 or 2 at Castle 25 is almost impossible. So here I am. I'm going to start the same thing. So basically, I'm going to gem all the way up to about 100,000 gems. I want to keep about 100,000 because gems are great for insta-healing, and that's kind of what you need if, let's say, you take a gangbang attack or... Yeah, because I didn't know. Like, I could have been against, let's say, BRR or something. Just throw it out or something like that. And I know they love to gangbang traps and stuff like that. So if I ever got in that situation with this, I really wanted to be able to gem heal it up. So that's why I was trying to keep around 100,000 gems. So you can see I'm gonna do this all the way up to I have about 100,000. Then I'll have to switch over to the speed ups I have. And these speed ups I've been saving up for probably 6 months. So I have a ton of speed ups. I had about 400,000 gems saved up as well. From just not using gems for months and months and months. And then I had like hundreds of hours or hundreds of days worth of speed ups just saved up from being in a good guild. So basically, if you're free to play, if you get in a good guild, you don't actually need to spend money on these things. You just gotta actually just wait time, because I was getting a couple, like, I don't know, 150,000 gems a month being in a good guild, doing like events and stuff like that. So it wasn't just from the guild, but that's about how many gems I'd get in a month just being in the guild and doing events and all that. So, and like, let's say doing like the gem harvests and after KBK and all that other stuff. And then just speed ups. You just get tons of speed ups for free and gifts. So here I am going to be going through all my 15 hours. What I should have did was build one more barracks. I was kind of stupid here. Anyways, I was missing out on, what was it, like 8 minutes every time, but or 6 minutes. Yeah, I was missing out on 6 minutes. I don't know how many troops that would give me, but I don't know. It was troops that I could have got, and it was actually. I actually did the calculations later, and I was like, oh, it would have been more efficient if I just made that barracks level 22 instead of keeping it at what's called level 21 and whatever. So that was kind of a little mess at the start. I do actually end up leveling up halfway through. And as you can see, this actually took me, I don't know how many hours this took me, like a couple hours to do this troop push. Because gems, yes, I can do that. Those, like hitting the finish now button, I can do that very, very quickly. Yeah, it would only take me like 10 minutes to do whatever, burn through all my gems if I was just hitting the finish now and I just had all the resources out. But doing it this way, it takes a lot longer. Like it will take, I don't know. Like this is sped up actually. So if you don't realize it, this is sped up twice as fast. So it'll take me about 5 seconds, I would say, to use each speed up. And that was before my phone started to slow down. And I'm not sure if you'll notice that in this video, but eventually what happens is my phone starts to overheat and it starts to slow down like normal. I also had the recorder on, so that did not help at all. But yeah, so I have like, what was I had? Like 250 15-hour speed ups. And those are just my 15 hours. I've got a ton of other ones. So I will end up I will skip through the training a lot. So you'll see my troops jump up quite quickly because I did not record 2 hours worth of me clicking buttons, because that would have been painful to watch, and also would have been painful for me to commentate at this time. So if you guys actually have any comments or something, or any questions about how I'm doing this, just let me know in the description below. I'll try and answer all those. Yeah, so I was just trying to get first in those hell events because the rewards are so good. Like in my baby trap, when I was doing it, it was very easy to get first. I just have to go, I don't know, like 50,000 points over just finishing the hell event. And a lot of times I get rank 1 then, especially on just pure troop training hell events. But up here, yeah, I was doing 5 million over top the thing, and I still wasn't getting top 3. I was like, oh my god, it wasn't a waste of time because I was trying to get this finished as fast as possible. So that's why that's why you'll see that I'm just kind of doing all at once. Like I said, if I had more time, I could just do hell events, and I wanted to maximize the because there was 4 hours for the kingdom boost, and I wanted to maximize that plus the 1 hour training boost I had. Oh yeah, I just want to talk about other stuff too while this is going on. So this will go on for about 15 minutes or something, me doing this, but and you'll see my troops jump up from time to time just because I shut off the recorder and turn it back on because I didn't want you to keep watch me doing this for like literally like 2 hours. So anyways, so yeah, so if you haven't submitted your videos for the, what was it called, top 5, please do that. I still have a couple more I need to actually make the top 5. If I get those in this weekend, I'll probably be able to put the video Monday maybe. That video does take a lot longer for me to edit and basically get everything put together because everyone sends me videos that have different qualities, and then I gotta watch the video and commentate on the video because I'm not really familiar with the actual video, so I gotta watch it a couple times, make sure I'm comfortable with it. So just give me a little bit of time once you submit it to actually make those videos, because they do take a lot longer than, let's say, my own videos, because obviously my own video clips I know very well because I've been through them and I know exactly what was going on at the time. Even if it was like a couple months ago, I still kind of remember what's going on, so those are a lot easier. But yeah, other people's, there's a lot more editing that needs to go into it. The conversion sometimes doesn't work as well, so sometimes I gotta fix that and all that, because sometimes you'll send me in a video and it will look okay, but once I start trying to convert it to the other videos, it might get a little blurry. Like, it's got to be good quality if you're going to send it to me, because, like I said, when I start converting it and stitching it all together, the quality does change a little bit. So try and make it as good a quality as possible when you're sending it to me, and usually it works out better in the end. Because if you send me a so-so quality video, Once I start editing it, quality is gonna go down even more, so it's gonna be much harder to see. So that's kind of the basis behind that. So yeah, here I'm up to 8 million troops so far. I have 160 billion food out right now. So yeah, I had a ton of resources saved up. So resources were not a problem at all during this troop push and rebuild. I have another account that I have a ton of resources on too. It's my alternate account. So that's basically where I got all the resources. I do have hyper farms as well. My alt is technically a hyper farm. It does ore and wood, which is the main healing. And then I have a food hyper farm that has billions of food on it because it produces like 150 million a day, I think. I don't know. It's like 7 or 8 million an hour. So so that's a lot of food actually. So yeah, so I'm almost done actually, I'm not almost done my archers. I still have 2 million left to make. So anyway, so I did 6 million archers on this. What was it? 5 million cav and then 2 million gladiators during this troop push. And then after this, I decided to do something else, which was make the tier 3, but that was because I was going to a kingdom that I could attack and all that. And that was a lot of fun, actually. I haven't done basically any attacking in a while. I should have probably made videos on that, but I didn't. I only made videos on the trapping, but the attacking was a lot of fun, and I did lose a ton of troops, though, attacking, because that's what happens when you attack, but yeah, so that was a ton of fun, actually. I just finished that. I'm getting ready for Lord's Cup currently, because that's coming out actually later today, so hopefully I'll have a lot of fun doing that, because those are always fun videos to do, because it's really fun to troll people during Lord's Cup. They obviously, if you steal their ball and they spend all that time getting the ball there, they get really angry and try and hit you, and it's a lot of fun to make those videos, because it's kind of like, I like playing defense and taking the ball away and then scoring the goals. And yeah, there's another thing about Lord's Cup. If you haven't seen my Lord's Cup video, go watch that, because that's a lot of fun. That's the slide that we made. So I think our guild's going to do that again this kingdom, or this Lord's Cup, and I might help out for a little bit, but I really want to just kind of go troll people from the other guilds while in Lord's Cup. So so here I am. I'm still building these troops. I'm almost done my 8 hours, it looks like. Oh no, I'm still doing the 15. What I really should have did was get rid of these other speed ups, because they're kind of in the way, but yeah, so yeah, like I said, if you have any questions on how I got all these speed ups, it's basically I just had them saved up for my guild. If you want to basically know what the most efficient way to build troops, it's really depending on your training speed. And yeah, so if you had, let's say, some heroes that gave training speed and you had a lot more time, you could actually do this a lot more efficiently than I did. So in that case, you would want to get all your manners up to 25. I only went up to 24 just because time constraints. If I had another month, I could have got those up to 25. It would have been a little more efficient. I would have finished my barracks up to level 25, my 4th one, and that would have put the troops. I might have even done a 5th barracks depending on what my training speed was. Because my current training speed, I wanted to get my tier 1 up to 15 hours so I can use the 15-hour speed ups. And with the tier 2, I wanted to be able to use 24 hours, but that's a lot easier. So it was basically just getting my training speed up so that with all the boost I had, I could use a 15-hour speed up at 15 hours, because to get it up to 24 hours, it would have been, I don't know, if it would have been much harder. I would have had like a 5th barracks, or I'm not sure if a level 25 barracks would have got me there, but it would have been a little more efficient. But obviously time, like I said, was a constraint, so I would have to use speed ups to get my barracks up to 25, and with all the manners to 25, and that would have been like an extra, like, how many days I think a manor takes like 5 days after helps and all that. So if I had what is it, 12 times 5, that's 6, that's an extra 60 days of speed ups I would have to use just to get my manners up to 25, and at that point 60 days is a lot of troops you could build, so it wouldn't have been as efficient. But if I had an extra 60 days of basically time to wait and build up those, it would have been more efficient. So if you're a new trap and you have the time and you are patient enough to wait another 2 months, that's the most efficient way, especially if you're looking at it like, I'll either have to spend money or wait the 2 months anyways. So sometimes waiting those 2 months is okay. Like I said, I had saved up speed ups and gems for probably 6 months before this, so it really wasn't the biggest issue. So here I am actually starting to build up gladiators, and I had some 24-hour speed ups that I was using for these ones. So yeah, like I said, I locked it at 24 hours and it was just quickly speeding these up. Yeah, you can probably even see with the double speed, it's a little slower now than it was, let's say, I don't know, like 5 minutes ago. That's because my recorder was starting to slow down my phone, and my phone was heating up, and it just basically just started to slow down. So I'm already at 11,800,000 now, so I only have a couple million more. So we're almost at the end of this. And yeah, I did have a bunch of speed ups at the end. I did not use all my speed ups during this what's called troop push. I could have built more. I didn't really want to because I wanted to save the speed ups, because what I needed to do right now was right after finishing these troops, I needed to go straight back to infirmaries. So I used a bunch of speed ups to make all those infirmaries. So I got up to, what was it? Like 480,000 troop space before KVK came out. And that's kind of where I am right now. I still haven't built up the other three infirmaries that I need to be like a good trap. So you probably want around 600,000 space if you're going to be trapping some big players, because let's say they come in with a Cav Blast. That will usually injure around 600,000 if they are like a high-end, or they have high-end mythic gear. So that's kind of what you'd be looking at in taking losses, or not losses, but wounded troops. If someone hits you with like, I don't know, 750% plus Cav attack, usually full mythic gear into your like infantry, because that's basically what most traps run. So that was actually the end. So I hope you guys weren't too bored during this video. It was a painstakingly long troop push, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something from it. And I'll see you guys maybe on the weekend. I have another video I probably want to post on this weekend, because I got a bunch of clips, and this was kind of a surprise clip anyways. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.